pause. I am the interruption in your day. You're walking around not knowing that there is a book inside of you waiting to be written. Or you may have a book idea and you're just not sure what to write about, but you've been through something, right? And it changed you, didn't it? If it changed you, it also has the potential to change millions of people just like you. I want you to think about what the wisdom and what you acquired, the lessons and the blessings and the gems that you've acquired on that journey. These are things that you acquired as a result of what you've been through. They couldn't have been acquired any other way. An educational facility couldn't have given you that experience. A conference couldn't have given you that experience. A message couldn't have given you that experience. There are some things in our lives that cannot be acquired other than through the things that we've experienced in our lives. I want you to understand that it is hard for a person to change. Change is something that's not easy. Now, I've discovered that there are two ways to change. An involuntary defining moment that changes you without your will, your consent, or your permission, or a destiny moment, whereas you place your stake in the ground and you say, you know what? I'm done. I don't know what I'm going to do. I just know that I can't do that anymore. See, with these two destiny moments and defining moments that change us, we have a choice. After I experience my defining moment, I say, you know what? I don't need any more experiences to help me change. Let me just make up my own mind and change and create my own destiny moment because I don't need another defining moment to change me. I want you to think about something. That book that's inside of you isn't just a story that needs to be told. It's a transformation. It's a healing that people need in the earth. If it changed you, if you experienced a defining moment and you came out stronger and wiser and more determined and just an incredible energy about yourself, and you're the person that everybody in your circle comes to for answers, you have something that's not common. And the world needs to know what that is. And I know you've heard that before. Oh, the world needs to know. The world needs my gift. The world needs my business idea. The world needs what I have to offer. It does. Let me share with you why. I experienced a defining moment, and it wasn't until I began to speak about it and coach clients about it that I got comments like, where have you been? Where have you been hiding? It wasn't that I was hiding externally. I was hiding internally. I had gone on with my life. I was excited to, have that part of my life over, and I was moving on to greater and bigger and better things. But if you experience something that changed you for the better, it changed you, it took you off of one path of your life and placed you on another, there's some gems that you left in your journey that you need to capture so that other people can learn. See, this is what I believe, and this is how I feel. If I go through something that changes me, because I always say, if it has to hurt, it has to count. If I go through something that changes me, I know I'm not the only one. So if I say something about it, I can expedite somebody else's process. They don't necessarily have to go through the exact same steps or the exact same painful experiences that I've experienced. Why not tell them? Why not help? Why not be a support for their transformation and their healing and expedite their process? That's what our books do. And, I want to say this to you, attractive thinker. Have you ever attended a funeral? When I attend funerals, I learn more about the person in their passing than I did in their living. And a lot of times when a loved one passes away, people are running around trying to gather pictures and information to educate themselves on the person's life and where they were born and where they went to school and things like that, because the book wasn't written, because that's the most that they know about that person. But see, I'm not going to leave my life to chance. I'm not going to give somebody else an opportunity to say anything, to speak anything about my story. I'm going to write my story. And I have a message that I recorded in which attractive thinkers are going to get a free copy of that by joining this 5-day virtual event that I'm hosting. It's called Write It or Be Written. You're either going to write your story or somebody's going to write your obituary for you. They're going to write what they know about you, what they think they know about you. They're going to write and they're going to stand over top and they're going to say some things, and they really don't know who you really are. They don't think about this. How many times have you attended a funeral and you read the obituary? It was like, oh my God, I didn't know that about that person. Or I didn't know they did that. Or I didn't know they went there. I didn't know they accomplished that, because it wasn't written. Your book is absolutely necessary while you're in the earth. Your book is absolutely necessary because you've overcome something. Do you know that the things that you've been through gave you insights on some things, gave you insight on yourself, gave you insight on the world, gave you insights about people? That this insight is, you can't get it in an educational facility. These are things that nobody can teach you. You have to experience these things. You have to live this. You have to really roll your sleeves up and go through the experience in order to acquire these things. And sometimes, and most of the time, it's not that until you're out of it that you realize what you've learned, or the insights that you have, the wisdom that you now have, the clarity that you now have. People around the world are seeking clarity, not understanding. Being clear on what you're not going to do is the clarity that initiates the change. People are seeking clarity on what to do and forgetting that being clear on what you're not going to do is the clarity that you need. Think about that. Change happens to all of us. As long as we keep breathing, something's going to change in our lives. We're going to change, or something around us is going to change. It's our choice. See, right now you're listening to this message, and I'm not sure what you see when you see me, whether you're looking at my hair, my teeth, or my outfit. But I want to encourage you to look deeper, to look harder at the opportunity that's looking right back at you. This is an opportunity for you to get the insight, the clarity, the next steps, to remove the barriers, so that you can clearly see the gems that you've gathered along the way and how valuable they are and how rich they will be in transforming someone else's life, the healing that you can provide for someone else. I want you to think about that, attractive thinker. Click the link on this page. Somewhere along this page, or in my bio, or in the comments, you're going to see a link to my 5-day virtual event that's coming up on October 28th. Okay, so I want you to click the link so that you can get unstuck, get clear, and get moving in your own life. Get ahead of the new year. Get ahead of the game. When New Year's roll around, people are writing down their New Year's resolutions, mostly talking about their New Year's resolutions, saying what they're going to do. But we have a few more months left in this year, and you can get ahead of the game and get your game plan in place, and even take some action steps to get your book out into the world and your business idea out into the marketplace, because you're getting support. You're coming together with the Attractive Thinker generation, your tribe, your group of people who can see beyond what they're looking at, just like you. I want you to understand something, attractive thinker. You are yet to be written. And what's inside of you can transform millions of lives around the world. They're waiting on you, just like they were waiting on me in my book. And you're not going to know who they are until you write it. My life's work, that's always to make your life better. Remember, it is not what you're going through. It's how you're viewing it. Think attractively, and I'll see you soon.